coming, you guys. I really appreciate you being here. I know there's so many different things you could be doing today, and I just want to say thank you for taking some time to come and let me share with you something that I am really passionate about and has meant so much to me and my family. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and how I found Shaklee and how it kind of came into our lives, and then I'm going to tell you a little bit about our company, where we've come from, our history, the things that make Shaklee different, where we're going, and we'll talk about some different product lines we have, and then I'll show you some options that you can take a look at if you want to move ahead with Shaklee. So Shaklee is the #1 natural nutrition company in the United States. We have a fantastic story behind us, and it really is neat to be able to share that. So my name is Lisa Anderson. I have 4 beautiful kids, and when they were young, about 14 years ago, I was in nursing school. And so while in nursing school, I kind of was looking for something to help increase my children's nutrition, improve their nutrition, kind of help us stay a little bit healthier. And I learned a lot about nutrition and supplementation. I began to look, and I found Shaklee. And we started on the products, and we loved them. The thing I found along the way is that I really connected strongly with Shaklee's philosophy, and the idea of prevention and natural health really made sense to me. So I had this great idea that maybe I would stay home and build a business. And it worked out really well because my desire really was to be a full-time stay-at-home mom. So you can see here that we really built a business to have healthy kids and healthy home. I love the flexibility, college funds, getting out of the debt, finishing our house. All of these things were really important to us. When my husband, in 2009, the economy tanked really bad and my husband lost his job. We had this business just sitting in our laps, and we decided to just work a little harder, and our business doubled that year and doubled again. So now we travel with Shaklee. We just got back from Mexico. They make our car payment, and we really do have this really thriving, strong business. But I do want to share this last bullet point here because I think it's really important. One of the things I learned early on in my business was this idea that with a Shaklee business, you get to pass it on to your kids. So we have multi-generations in Shaklee now that are supported from a business that the great-great-grandparents started. So I get really excited when I'm building my business and I'm working hard to know that the work I do today is going to benefit my great-great-grandchildren. So that's a little bit about me. Now we get to kind of talk a little bit about you. So as we're going through this presentation and I'm sharing with you the different things that Shaklee has to offer, you can kind of just think about you and where you're at in your life and how it might fit for you. I like to tell people, spend a little time right now and just think, where do you want to be 5 years, 10 years, 15 years from now? A lot of times people, they're just living in the moment, right? We're kind of surviving minute by minute. And so this is a time for you to kind of settle from that and think about, what do you really want? And we'll explore this together. A lot of times people will come to Shaklee because they have something with their health that they're looking for. Sometimes it's energy, sometimes it's just a better fitness level. Because we're the #1 natural nutrition company in the United States, we have some great product options to help people. So sometimes you can ask yourself that question. Do I want to make some goals or make some changes in my health and where I'm going with that? A lot of times it is a work-family balance, and that's kind of where I was at. We were looking for some great products, but when my eyes opened to the business, it was this idea that I could build something that still allowed me to do the thing I wanted to do the most, which was to be with my kids, but I could create something that's significant, and I had the freedom and the flexibility to do that. So that's another reason. And a lot of times it's the lifestyle that Shaklee offers. So we'll talk about this a little bit. And if you guys have any questions or want to explore certain topics, but there's a beautiful thing that building a Shaklee business offers to you. The trips are amazing. There's a car program. I love just the idea of working on something that is meaningful, something that you get to kind of set the standards for and build what's important to you in terms of how you work with people. So think about the lifestyle. Are you living the lifestyle you want, and where Shaklee might fit with that? And that just kind of brings us to the what if page. If there is something that can bring more meaning, more flexibility, more options, more choices, travel, cars, all of that stuff are things that you can consider as we're looking at this program and going through. And then all of those things added together and making those small positive choices every day come into the Shaklee effect. So you'll hear a lot through this presentation is talking about the Shaklee effect, how the Shaklee has affected my life. I'm going to share some different videos with you of different people. But that's just the piece you get to think about is this, there's a Shaklee effect out there for you and what you might like that to be. So as we go through, you're going to see there's a few ways to engage and enter into Shaklee. Use, share, and build, so you can use the products, you can share the products with people, or you can choose to build a team of people that are using and sharing the products. So it's really pretty simple, and I'll kind of paint the picture of what those differences are. Now, as far as the business goes, I think this is one of the most important things I'm going to share with you because it's very significant. Shaklee is at the intersection of really 5 massive markets. It's really huge. Yeah, and they've played such a powerful role in these industries. I think the exciting part, though, is where we're going. So here we are positioned in the middle of these industries with a huge future and growth ahead of us. So it's pretty cool. So here's Dr. Shaklee, a tremendous visionary, entrepreneur. Developed one of the very first multivitamins back in 1915. We have now today the #1 natural nutrition company in the U.S. And really, I think, laid a foundation for a lot of really important philosophies and just the way Dr. Shaklee approached business as far as wanting to put people first and the golden rule and making sure that we treat people the way we wanted to be treated. And then we have Roger Barnett, who is our chairman and CEO, and also a tremendous visionary and doing some amazing things for Shaklee. So I actually have a video that I'm going to show now that will let you guys hear a little bit from Roger himself.
Meet Roger Barnett, Yale undergrad and law school graduate with a Harvard MBA who's led every company he's built and run to #1 in its category. In 2004, he took ownership of Shaklee, the #1 natural nutrition company in the U.S., and under his leadership over the last 10 years, Shaklee's sales have doubled. Today, Roger continues to create a global opportunity for anyone who wants to create a better life for people and the planet. This is his story and his invitation.
Before I bought Shaklee, I spent 5 years and millions of dollars looking at hundreds of companies in many different industries. I was looking for a business with long-term compounding growth potential. A scalable business that could grow by addressing the 2 fundamental needs of the world, health and income. And that systematic search led me to Shaklee. It's now been 10 years since I joined Shaklee, and I'm more energized about it than ever before. Here in North America, we have plans to double the business because what we offer, everyone wants. People want health, and they're looking for the ability to create extra income on their own time and on their own terms. And our next phase of growth is just beginning as we bring that opportunity to people in other parts of the world. This year, Shaklee is celebrating 100 years of innovation, starting with Dr. Shaklee's invention of the first multivitamin in the United States. And over the years, with innovation after innovation, we've helped create some of the most important advances in nutritional science, which have helped millions of people to live healthier and better lives. At the same time, we pioneered what people call today the sharing economy, which has allowed millions of people to earn extra income by sharing Shaklee products. In fact, we not only pioneered this business model, but over the last 50+ years, we've perfected it. This year alone, we'll invest $250 million in research and development and infrastructure and technology, human capital to not only create the best products, but also the best tools and support for sharing those products with the people that you know. So now you've got health and you've got income, and you have the opportunity to make a difference. And there are no external limits on how big of an effect we can create. The only limit is people's passion to share. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for you. We're looking for people who want to create a healthier and wealthier life by helping others do the same. And we've made the investment so you don't have to. Instead, you get to work when you want, with the people you want. And from that, you can create a global business. And you get to be part of something big, a movement to empower millions of people around the world to take control of their health and their financial future. Now, if that all sounds amazing but a little overwhelming, well, it really can be quite simple. At Shaklee, we help transform people's lives through small, simple steps that add up to big results. And we do that by making the best natural health products that science can create, that are worth sharing, and that add up to improved health and wealth around the world. And we believe that if each of us does our small part, taking those small steps to not only take care of ourselves, but to share what we love about Shaklee with others. Then together we can make a big difference for people and the planet. We call that the Shaklee effect. So join us and be part of the effect.
So now I'm going to talk to you about, I think, probably the most important thing when you're looking at Shaklee on whatever level. The products, sharing the products, or building a business, and that really is the Shaklee difference. This is the thing that sets us apart and makes us different from anyone else out there. So you can see on the screen we have over 100,000 quality tests per year. Over 250 million in research and development. This is really big. This is really important, and every other company out there would love to be able to make these claims. And in Shaklee, we can really back this up. And these were the things that really attracted me to Shaklee, because I knew enough from the science field to look for that substantiation, to look for that testing. We have over 100 scientific publications, 90 in peer-reviewed journals, and these are the best types of publications. So this is a big deal, and this is really the reason why I know if you use Shaklee products, you're going to love them and you're going to love the results, because this type of science and research has gone into it. Now, there's one other thing I want to share with you, because I think it's really huge, and that is that the latest research we have has shown that the average consumer has used Shaklee for 10.8 years. And this is a really big deal, because there's so many choices out there, and there's so many places people can go for their products. And the fact that they find Shaklee, they use Shaklee, and they keep reordering it means a lot, and talks a lot about the products and the quality and why they work. So I think that's an important thing to share.
The history of Shaklee innovation starts 100 years ago with Dr. Shaklee's first product, Vitalized Minerals.
We believe in quality. Quality comes first.
We combine the best of science and the best of nature to help you build a lifetime of better health, beginning with a strong foundation, Shaklee Vitalizer and Vitalizing Protein. From there, you can create custom solutions for your most important health concerns, like heart or brain health or aging well. Shaklee also offers clinically tested weight management products, products for healthier skin and hair, and earth-friendly household products for healthier people and a healthier planet. Every product begins with the kind of research that results in important innovations. Innovations that have produced 90 peer-reviewed studies and more than 60 patents. We search the world for the highest quality ingredients and test them for everything from potency to pesticides. The same extraordinary care and attention to detail goes into each and every Shaklee product, each and every day. You won't find products like ours on a supermarket shelf. And we guarantee that you'll feel the difference or your money back. That's the Shaklee difference.
I love that video. I love it because I'm so proud of the products that we have, but the science goes into it. But that just means so much to me. All right, so I'm going to talk real quickly about the landmark study. This was done in UC Berkeley back in 2007. A really cool study. It was the first study of its kind, and basically there was 3 groups of people. A Shaklee group of people that had been using the supplements for, I think it was over 20 years, a group that had used just your typical over-the-counter like multivitamin or other products, and a group that didn't supplement at all. And then what they did is they took a great amount of health data and they compared it. So you can see some of the statistics that we have up here. The triglyceride levels, the total cholesterol, homocysteine, C-reactive protein, in every single category, the Shaklee users had much better numbers. So I think that's an important thing for people to know. Now I'm going to talk about just the different types of product lines we're in, and then we're going to kind of break them down a little bit, because I want you guys to get an overview of what Shaklee has to offer. There's a lot of products that we have, and of course I can't talk about all of them, but I'll give you an idea so you can kind of know what to explore and what you might be interested in. So when deciding the different products you're going to look at, you can just ask yourself a few questions to say, maybe what's the first place for me to look in Shaklee? So you can say, you know, is getting a baseline of good nutrition something that I'm really interested in? Is that something that's really important to me? Maybe it's the energy thing I mentioned, or just having a better sense of well-being, right? Or maybe you have some very specific health issues that you want to be more targeted about, and you want some things to kind of work with specifically as you age. Sometimes we just want to reach a better better, healthier weight goal, right? For a lot of people, just having a healthier weight can make a big difference for them. So sometimes that's a good place for us to start. Or is what's going on your skin. You know, a lot of times we don't talk about this, but the things that we put on our skin really matter. And I think now, so more than any other time, you can go online or see different things, and we're starting to learn about things that are in products that we're using. So it's really important to use things that go on our skin that are safe and that are pure, right? Or you can talk about what you use in your home. You know, the chemicals that are coming in your home, what you're cleaning your home with. So again, another topic that's getting, you know, I think more and more widely known as far as the things that we're learning about the chemicals, right? I mean, you can probably watch anything on TV in the last week and learn another chemical that's been linked to this or linked to that. So, all right, so let's talk about our healthy foundations. For me, this is probably one of the most exciting product lines that we have, and really a fantastic place for everyone to start. So you can see there's a vitalizer pack up here, there's the protein. It's just your base level of nutrition and a great protein supplement, and just gets all of the different things your body needs to kind of satisfy that baseline nutrition. The people that I have that use this product, hands down, within a couple days, tell me they love it and they feel a difference. So it's really a fun product line for us to share. And it tastes really good. Really, really good. And then we have the solution. So you can see a line of products here that really show you the different things they target. Our Vivix product, amazing science behind that one. It's an anti-aging cellular product, so it really works at the cellular level. And then we have MindWorks. This is one of our newer products. It does kind of what the label says. It helps your mind work better. This one we're really excited about because we're just starting to get in the fantastic results and experiences people are having. We've found that it increases focus and memory and clarity, so it's really exciting. Omega Guard is our fish oil product, super purified, which is really important when you're looking at fish oil. We know that fish oil does tremendous things. Omega-3 fatty acids do tremendous things. And then Nutriferon, one of my favorite products, and this is an immune support product, and we have just had great results in our family. And then we have blood pressure, cholesterol reduction, and coenzyme Q. So there's a lot of different products that are very targeted solutions within the Shaklee's product lines, and depending on where you're at and what you're needing, these are things that you can explore to support you. Now we have our 180 Healthy Weight line. This is a pretty amazing product line that gets great results for people, and I'm excited to share with you a video by Jackie McCoy. She has a great story and a great testimony, and has had some really wonderful results with this. So I'm going to show you the video, and I'll tell you just a little bit more about it.
Hi, I'm Jackie McCoy. I've been struggling with my weight since I was a teenager. In 2010, I hit my highest weight ever at over 350 pounds. Then I was chosen for extreme weight loss, where I set the record for losing the highest body weight percentage in reality TV history. But the reality was, the way I lost weight on the show wasn't healthy or sustainable. After the show, I was mentally and physically exhausted. My hair was falling out, I was feeling lethargic, I had no energy, and my hormones were completely out of whack, which was really a problem because my #1 priority was becoming a mom. That's when I listened to my own mom. While I was on the show torturing myself, she was on her own Shaklee 180 journey. She was losing weight every single week, she never felt deprived, and she looked and felt great. I'll admit, I really didn't think it would work for me. I did it just to make my mom happy. At first, I didn't even follow the program correctly, but I still started to feel results. I started to get my energy back, and I started to feel good and enjoy life again. In fact, after just 8 months on the program, I could fit back into the dress I wore to my reveal on extreme weight loss. And now those healthy habits are just something that's a part of my everyday lifestyle. As a new mom, I have new priorities, and I'm looking forward to new goals and new records, and I'm inviting you to join me. My personal goal is to lose the baby weight, be a great example for my daughter, and to be the best mom I can be. And the record that I'm inviting you to set with me is if each person in our Shaklee family picks just 2 people to help lose 10 pounds in the first 3 months of 2015, we would set a record for the most weight lost by a company. And I'll be right there with you along the way, sharing my tips, my ups, my downs, and celebrating your successes also. So if you're ready to take your shape in a whole new direction, talk to the person who shared this video with you, and they'll help you get started. Thanks, and be well.
Isn't that an amazing story? Yes. I remember when we started hearing from Jackie, and she first started working with Shaklee, and seeing kind of what she had gone through in her journey, and it was so touching. But to know that one of the main motivators for her to lose the weight was to be able to get pregnant, and now she has this beautiful baby girl. And it's so fun to kind of see this beautiful real life story happen. So there's a lot behind the 180 program, but here's the thing. I think you're probably wanting to ask me, does it work? Which I know I've given you a good story, but there's a lot of other stories like Jackie. But why does it work? And I'm just going to tell you one little piece of it, and then we can talk about more when we're done if you're curious. There's a amino acid in the 180 program called leucine. And what it does is it triggers your body to hang on to the muscle mass. So as you're putting this fantastic nutrition into your body and you're following the program, you're building your muscle, you're losing the fat, and it's really a tremendous way to keep your metabolism strong and healthy and really lose weight in a healthy way. So that is our 180 line. And then I want to talk about our healthy beauty line. It doesn't have all the colors and fake scents that a lot of cosmetics will have. It feels good. There's tremendous science behind it. And it really is just such a high quality, good, powerful, natural skincare line, and our healthy home products. So we know that what goes into our home, what we're exposed to, really matters. And we have an amazing line of products that we get to clean our homes with, toxin-free choices that are healthier for our kids and our pets and better for the environment. They work really, really well, and they're extremely cost-effective. So we love sharing this product line. So that's just a little bit of our product lines. You can kind of delve deeper and learn more about them, but they really are pretty exceptional. So let's kind of talk a little bit more then about the business aspects of Shaklee. And a lot of times people find it very natural when they start using our products to move into sharing them. And it can just be almost an organic thing that the business starts to build. Sometimes people fall in love with the business and then they can't believe our products are so good, and they get to build a business with products that are this strong. But either way, it's just a great thing to be able to look at and say, you know, is this something here for me? Can it meet a need that our family has? And just to know that it's so rewarding. So the flexibility piece is a part that I want to point out. I kind of alluded to it with me and wanting to stay home. I like to tell people it's kind of a fluid business. So you take your life and what's going on in your life, and you take this business and you get to kind of just build it into the areas and start building your future. So building a business now can offer something really significant, and you can start making money today and really making impact, but you're creating something. Remember, we were talking about those dreams. You're creating something that's going to impact your future and build something. Like me, finding out all of a sudden, my husband lost his job. We need something else. I had no idea this was going to be the answer for us, and in a great way too. So I have another video I'm going to show you with some more stories, and then we can talk about the different aspects of building a Shaklee business.
Shaklee can help you build the kind of business that fits your life today, and it can grow and change as your life changes.
I fit this business into, you know, the little chunks of my day that I can, and from that, you know, I created this great business that I love.
The really cool thing is that you can build your business how you want to build your business, and you can make all those decisions in Shaklee.
I was a social worker at a hospital here in Manhattan, and then I decided, you know what, I want to help people, but I want to do it my way, on my time.
I actually earn a full-time income working from home. I earned double the amount that I was working prior to having kids.
What would our life have been if we didn't have Shaklee? One word that comes to my mind is kind of mediocre.
I saw it not as just an opportunity to make money, not just as an opportunity to help people, but I saw it as an opportunity to help ourselves. We didn't want the daycare to raise our children.
If you just want to earn enough to pay for your Shaklee products, there's a way to do that. If you want more time, more flexibility, more income, more rewards, anything and everything is possible. In just the last 5 years, Shaklee has sent more than 4,000 people on reward trips to places like Hawaii, Paris, and even Bora Bora. Distributors can even earn bonuses for a brand new car, all for doing something they're passionate about.
In 6 months, I've earned a trip to Mexico, I've earned a car payment, I have changed so many lives, I've helped so many people.
Bueno, es cuando dije, wow, en 2 meses ya puedo pagar mis biles. El mío, pues fue mi sorpresa que un mes después yo califiqué para el bono del auto. Y oh, esto está increíble.
Just to be at home, have a business, still have an income, and be able to spend time with Leonard and children, it's been phenomenal.
What if you could design your own life? You can, by taking those small steps that add up to life-changing results. Start by using the products and sharing what you love about them. Then, see what you can build for yourself. That's the Shaklee effect. Join us and be part of the effect.
Isn't that a great video? Yeah. I love those stories. And I really want to tell you guys, one of the things that is so cool about sharing Shaklee and talking about how it's affected people's life is that's real. Those are real stories, and these are people that I see and I know and I travel with, and it's really moving. I think it makes it so much more than just talking about a paycheck or just talking about a product, but something really how it's impacting lives. So, all right, so let's talk about what happens first. If someone wants to start a Shaklee business and you become a distributor, and I'll talk to you about the different options at the end of membership and how you can join. But as a distributor, basically you get to earn bonuses on the products you use and the people you share with. And then you quickly set a goal towards director. This is a very important rank in Shaklee because it's the basic building block to your whole business that you're going to grow. So as a director, you make an average income of about $10,000 a year. So not bad. A lot of times we will work and strategize with a new builder, and depending on their plan, they can promote to director pretty quickly, or it might take longer. But it's an average of about $700 a month right out the door. And that's pretty significant if you think about it on a part-time basis, changing your family's income by that much money at the beginning of your career. So it really is cool, and I want people to realize how significant that is. Now, here's how it works after that. Once you become a director, you share with other people, and some people want to join your team, and you help them do the same thing, and then you become a coordinator. So when you have 2 first-level people, you're a coordinator in Shaklee, your average annual income now has doubled. You're over 20%. But here's the part that's exciting. This is where you start to qualify for trips. So you heard a little bit about the talking on the trips. We got back from Playa del Carmen about a week ago. We have traveled now on cruises to the Bahamas. My husband and I got to go to Kenya, which changed our lives. Something that was not even on the radar for us before Shaklee, because traveling was just out of the option. So if that is something that interests you, then let's talk, because it's pretty exciting and pretty awesome. The other thing that happens at this rank is the CAR program, okay? So the CAR program with Shaklee, it's a neat program because it really does start early on in the ranking systems. With a lot of other companies, you kind of have to wait until you've really grown a massive business. So I love that about Shaklee. We work sometimes with a lot of young families, and they need a CAR payment, and being able to offer that pretty early on is good. Okay, so what happens next? You become an executive coordinator. This is 3 first-level people that you've worked with, and as a total, you have grown your volume to what's called 20,000 OV, and that just means organizational volume or points. You can see the average annual income here with an executive coordinator, and it's pretty good. So we're looking at career income here. And so again, one of the greatest things that I get to share with you about Shaklee is that you get to pick and choose the amount of time and your schedule and your goals and your path. It's very, very individual, but this is a really significant income that can be made in a very kind of flexible manner. There's the bigger trips, so the VIP trips come in with the executive coordinatorship. So that would be like the trip to Kenya. There's been a trip to Bora Bora, Paris, so some pretty massive life-changing trips happen. And then my favorite ranks that we get to talk about, which is the master coordinators. This is the funnest page I get to share with you in this area. So you look at the average annual income, over 200,000. Not so bad, right? Not only do you get a car payment, but they actually give you keys to a brand new car. It's a beautiful, beautiful rank to be at, and I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you it takes effort, but it's very doable, and it's up to you. So you get to kind of say, if this part of Shaklee is something you want to explore, you say, is this something I want to shoot for? Now, this is kind of a summary of all of the different ranks in Shaklee, the average annual income, the monthly car payments, but there's a piece over here that I haven't mentioned yet, and I want you to see it. It's the right-hand column, and it's the fast track program. So this is an optional program in our compensation plan that someone can work for if they want to build a big business at a very fast pace. So it's not for everyone, but a lot of people love it, and it's very exciting because they give you these extra bonuses every time you hit these rank at a certain increment. So it's an option. If you're thinking in your head, oh my gosh, I'm falling in love with Shaklee. These products look so good, and I think I really want a business. And you want to jump in with both feet. You definitely want to open your eyes to Fast Track because it can change lives. Now, here's a little piece, and I know I'm telling you a lot, but tuck this away in your head. You have an opportunity as a business leader in Shaklee to help other people do Fast Track, and as they do, you get matching bonuses on the bonuses they earn, and this is unlimited. So it really is a neat piece to the compensation plan in Shaklee. Now I'm going to show you another video, and this is my favorite video, and I hope you enjoy it. It's really good.
We got started in 1974. At the time, we were both teachers. We were dedicated, we were committed, we were passionate about being teachers.
We hadn't gone into teaching to make money. We wanted to make a living.
We had college loans to pay back. We had credit card debt. We loved what we were doing, but our lifestyle was a little less than desirable, I would say.
Right.
For me, I think it was the promise of a different future. That idea that, you know, could have something different, better.
Our first bonus check was $4.84. We talked to people, and the checks kept increasing. When did we find out?
Well, about a year and a half after doing the business, I got pregnant with our first son. And then when he was born, because of the income from Shaklee, it replaced my teaching salary, so we could make the decision to be an at-home mom.
And I'd stayed in teaching. Even when the income grew, I loved teaching. So
when you retired about 20 years ago, Mike retired into a Shaklee income. At that time, it was about $125,000. We were able to make decisions in life based on what we wanted to do, not what we were able to do.
We've opted to have some nice things, but also to do some other things.
Well, while Mike was still teaching, there was probably a period of 8 or 10 years where we established a scholarship fund to award money to graduating seniors.
It's not a pat on our back, it's just that there are a lot of people in Shaklee, a lot of people that do some fantastic things, and I take collective pride in that.
For me, I think it's about being able to be a presence in people's lives. And you can do that in so many different ways, but it's like, I really feel like because of the Shaklee opportunity that I will leave a footprint, you know, on this earth. I mean, I guess I'm passionate about that, and then I'm passionate about helping other people be able to do the same thing.
Isn't that a special story? I love it. It paints such a beautiful picture. And I think, you know, when we sit and we share Shaklee, and of course you guys know, you can tell I love Shaklee and I love what it's done for us, but there's a specialness about it, and I think that story really captures it, so I love it. All right, so let me just talk quickly about community, and it's something that can get overlooked a lot when you're evaluating and checking things out, but it's something I think worth paying attention to, and the community in Shaklee really is quite unique. There's a very diverse group of people that are very like-minded, working on their futures, working on being healthy, and passing that on other people, and helping other people reach those goals and being healthy and working on their futures. So I love the fact that you can come to Shaklee and there's really no discriminating factors. We all start with the same opportunity, but we get to join together, and it's a very positive place to work together. So for me, it's a big piece of, I think, enjoying what I do. And then there's this part about stability. And this is something I think that is important because in our industry, with a lot of home-based businesses and businesses like this, companies can come and go. And I hear stories, oh gosh, almost monthly now, of people that have worked really hard and build a business, and they get a phone call the next day and it's all gone. But you're looking at a company with Shaklee that has nearly 60 years now of incredible strength and stability. So whatever piece of Shaklee is a good fit for you, or whatever you want it to grow into, you have an assuredness that this company is here to stay. And not only is here to stay, but here to grow and to thrive. So I think it's an important factor to consider.
In any new relationship, you look at reputation. With Shaklee, 60 years of unquestioned integrity, plus the quality of our products, have produced the kind of stability other home-based businesses can only dream about. Shaklee has been in business since 1956. There are Shaklee businesses that are 20, 30, even 50 years old. Some have been handed down over generations. And the average Shaklee consumer has used our products for more than 10 years. Since 1956, we've paid our distributors over $7.2 billion, $2.2 billion of that in the last 10 years. In 2013, people at the entry-level rank earned, on average, over $10,000. People at the highest level earned well over $600,000. Month after month, year after year, people use our products, share their experiences, and reap the rewards of building a Shaklee business. Under CEO Roger Barnett, Shaklee sales have doubled in just the last 10 years. And the best is yet to come. Not long ago, nutritional supplements were a niche market for bodybuilders and weekend warriors. But today, supplement use has spread across North America. Half the people in the US alone make supplements part of their lives. In 2013, the natural nutrition industry grew 11% to $153 billion as more and more people look for ways to stay healthy. The market for nutritional supplements grew 7.5% to more than $35 billion. And forecasters say that rate of growth will continue to over $60 billion by 2021. And Shaklee, the #1 natural nutrition company in the US, is at the forefront of creating healthier lives. Dr. Shaklee started his company because he was tired of treating sick people. He wanted to help people stay well. That's why we're here. That's the future. And that's the Shaklee effect. Join us and be part of the effect.
Pretty surprising numbers, huh? You know, I mean, I knew a lot of those numbers and kind of knew the trends, but even seeing kind of just the recent and the growth in the industries is just shocking to me. So it says a lot about, I think, where our world's going and where we're at now. So one thing I wanted to mention on this page is we've paid $7 billion in commission to leaders. But here's the piece I think that's really significant. Over $2 billion of that has been in the last decade. So it shows a lot about where we're going in addition to where we've been. So here's the fun part. So whatever you decide and whatever you're thinking, the coolest thing about Shaklee is you get to be the designer. You get to create what is right for you. So looking back at me and my life, and my kids were little and precious, and I was busy, it's a different life than I have now, where I'm almost an empty nester and I have a lot more time, but I could design it to work for me and where I was at each stage of my life. So we have a very simple system for building this business, and it's very teachable, but you get to come in and be the architect and set the pace and the stage and the plans and the goals and make it fit whatever you want. And I like that, and I like being able to share that with people. I say this is not a cookie cutter business, it's a business that you get to make fit you and be for you. So we have one more video that I'm going to show, but let me talk about this slide real quick. A lot of times we talk about how do you see yourself fitting into Shaklee. I really want you to see how Shaklee might fit into your life as well. So again, it's just really about you thinking what Shaklee might hold for you and where it might be for you. And we can watch this video.
There are 3 ways to join the Shaklee family: use, share, and build. The first is to use the products and experience the results.
I used a variety of lines with no visible difference, but when I started using the Shaklee Vitalizers, people started to notice a difference in me, especially my children.
The first 2 weeks was the big turning point in terms of how I felt, and feeling that these products were something that they were legit. You know, this was something that I could trust.
Boy, did they work.
I'm a completely new person. I can see the difference. I am my best customer.
Once you've experienced what Shaklee products can do for your health, it's the simplest thing in the world to tell other people.
What you're doing is you're giving goodness to people. You're giving them something that can only make their lives better.
When you have something that works and something that's good, then you share it, and that's all we were doing.
All through college, I had my Shaklee vitamins, but I would just give them to my friends. And right after college, my grandmother said, well, you know, there's an opportunity for you to make money doing this.
As you share the products, you may find there are more possibilities than you ever imagined. And you begin to really build a business.
The joy of being a distributor is I share what is happening and what I use and love. So when they in return get it as well, this time I get paid.
I wanted to bring some income into my family and also feel like I had something be more than that, you know, that I was helping people.
It was never something that was forced. It was genuine. It was, you know, our honest experiences. And that just started building this this base and this business. And before we knew it, you know, it was growing into something that was going to help us out tremendously in the long term.
Every day, Shaklee people are transforming lives by using our products, sharing our message, and building communities. That's the Shaklee effect. Join us and be part of the effect.
All right, so we talked about the idea of coming into Shaklee and finding where you might fit and the use, share, and build concept. And I'm just going to share a little bit with you different ways that you could choose to do that. So if you look over here under the 3 ways to join on the used products column, I talked about different regimens. All of the join free regimens, you can come in, become a member with Shaklee, you get a membership discount, and your membership is free. That basic membership is $19.95. Or you could look at going sharing. A lot of times people say, you know what, if I use these products and I like them, I know I'm going to tell people about them. So I say, look at the distributor options and see what might be right. You can become a distributor for $49.95, but there's a couple of gold ambassador packs that we have as well. And if you choose to use a gold pack, they're good because they come with big product selection. So my favorite gold pack is the $6.99 Gold Plus pack. If you're thinking, you know what, I am going to probably build a business, this seems to be a good fit for me, I'm loving the products, I love this idea, that's really a good idea to look because it gives you the best start into your business. You get the most benefit and bang for your buck there. So you can kind of check out, we'll talk and you can ask me any questions you have, but really I just thank you guys for being here, letting me share my story and stories of other people, and you can now decide what your Shaklee effect will be and where you go from here. So come on up and ask me more questions and check out the products, and just thank you so much for coming today you guys. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's really great. Thank you.